Today we are going to talk about foods with high protein content, which will help you build muscle mass, as well as stay healthy, beautiful and cheerful at all times. We know that not all products are equally healthy, and some of them can even harm our health, so it is important to choose the right food basket and diet. Useful foods with high protein content. What these foods are and why they are so important for our health I will tell you in the next few minutes. I've ranked them in order from foods with less protein to foods with the most protein, so watch this video to the end so you don't miss these foods. Working out is what gives stress and the main stimulus for muscle and body growth. But here with only strength training muscle mass cannot grow, because it is necessary to add nutrition to them. Many trainers say that nutrition contributes to 70% of our success in gaining or losing weight. To grow muscle mass and build cells in all organs we need protein, a certain set of essential amino acids that comes to us with food will be the building material for our muscle fibers and body. And we can't do without it. Also, for building cells, our body needs energy, and if energy can be taken from carbohydrates, and in a situation where there are not enough carbohydrates, it will take energy from fats. In the case of protein, it is not so simple, and when you do not eat enough protein, the body will start to destroy the existing muscles to make up for the shortage. That's why it is important to consume protein in sufficient quantity, not only for people engaged in sports, but also for ordinary people in everyday life. However, not all proteins are equally good. So, in addition to the amount of protein, you should consider its quality and speed of digestion. Still, people talk about the quality of protein even less often. So, experts have developed a certain coefficient called the protein digestibility index, or as to say differently, the amino acid digestibility coefficient of protein. This coefficient shows how much of the amino acid composition of the product corresponds to the needs of our body. Amino acids are the product into which protein is transformed, and already the amino acids enter the blood and through the blood are transported to our muscles. The best indicator is 1. And anything below that is correspondingly worse. And those foods that are as close to 1 as possible are the highest quality and most complete sources of protein. Let's take a look at these sources. Item number 1. Chicken eggs. It is well known that eggs are probably the best source of protein possible. Of course, eggs have their detractors because eggs also contain cholesterol. Generally speaking, eggs are the champions of cholesterol. And no matter who says what, no matter how people argue, it's true that cholesterol from eggs does contribute to a certain increase in our internal blood cholesterol. Therefore, in terms of a healthy diet, it is not recommended to eat more than 1 or 2 eggs a day. However, it is worth emphasizing that if you want to make eggs the main source of protein, the subsequent amount of eggs should be consumed already without yolk, so you eliminate the possibility of increasing the level of cholesterol in the blood. In terms of protein quality, namely the number of amino acids, chicken eggs are the absolute champions, because their digestibility factor of 1 is absolutely perfect, and even the structure of the product itself contributes to this. Because the egg is one single cell. It has no fiber, as meat does, and so it is much better digested. In fact, that's why egg protein is so perfect. Friends, before I tell you about the following products, I will ask you to subscribe to my channel necessarily with a bell, so you will not miss new releases with tips about nutrition and workouts. The second item is beef. Beef has a digestibility factor of 0.8. So, it's not as perfect as eggs anymore, but 0.8 is still good. Beef is a high-quality protein. Many studies have shown that beef is very effective if you are building muscle mass. Beef contains all the essential amino acids in about the same proportions as our human muscles. But beef has a certain disadvantage: its rather difficult digestibility. If we eat a nice fatty steak like that, it will take 6 to 7 hours to digest it in our stomach. That's a very, very long time. The third item is chicken breast. Yes, this product is already much more dietary and easier to digest. The protein digestibility rate here is about the same, 0.8. There are 1 ounce of good protein in 3-5 ounces of chicken. The growth of muscle mass this product also contributes very well. And in general, you can eat much more breast than fatty beef. Although beef also happens to be lean. It's much easier for our stomach to clear and evacuate our intestines than in the case of beef. What foods do you prefer to use in your diet? Tell us about it in a comment, wondering what source of protein people have a preference for. The fourth point is dairy products. Milk and dairy products have a protein digestibility factor of 1. This applies to both milk and cottage cheese. However, if we consume pure milk, most adults have lactose intolerance. That is, we drink milk, we get gas in the stomach and other indigestion. If there is such a reaction, then, of course, milk should not be consumed. It will only be harmful. The fifth point is cottage cheese. It is very often recommended to eat cottage cheese at dinner. Cottage cheese consists of 70% casein, is a special dairy protein, which is very slowly digested. And it is recommended to eat it in the evening, because it will maintain a positive amino acid balance for 6 to 8 hours. That is literally all night long. It will promote anabolism and inhibit catabolism, which contributes to better muscle growth by slowing down their breakdown. By the way, fermented dairy products, such as cottage cheese, is preferable to milk, because due to the fermentation processes through which it went through, it reduces the number of harmful carcinogens that are inherent in pregnant cows. Therefore, if pure milk, I would not recommend eating, then eating a small amount of cottage cheese or cheese is still possible. The sixth point is fish. It has a protein digestibility coefficient of 0.8, which is a very high-quality protein. In 100 grams of fish, contains about 20 grams of pure protein. Moreover, fish is also rich in omega-3, which are extremely useful for our body, and for the immune system, and for the nervous system, and for sleep, and for the skin. Fish is highly digestible. And there was even a separate study that compared the life expectancy of people who ate a lot of red meat, a lot of white meat, and a lot of fish. And it turned out that those people who ate fish lived much longer, those who ate a lot of chicken lived a little less, and those who favored red meats lived the least. How much protein do you need to eat? A 165-foot person needs about 3 ounces of protein if you work out and have an active lifestyle. For people who do not work out and have an inactive lifestyle, you need about 2 ounces of protein at 165 feet. If you are exercising for muscle growth, I would recommend consuming a whey protein shake immediately after your workout, which you can buy at a specialty sports and fitness store. It is quickly absorbed and contains many amino acids, which immediately enter the bloodstream and are absorbed by our muscles, which contributes to their faster recovery and minimizes their destruction. And during the day, give preference to fish, either chicken breast or turkey breast. And sometimes you can also eat red meat and cottage cheese, preferably at night. Protein is an important building block in our body and should not be ignored, but also too much protein in food can cause kidney problems. If excessive amount of carbohydrates and fats get to your subcutaneous fat, then excessive amount of protein is a heavy load for kidneys, and it is necessary to watch urea and creatinine level in blood. If these indicators in your blood tests are increased, it means that you have to decrease a little bit the amount of protein in your food. Friends, now I really recommend that you watch my other videos that are coming up on your screen. It's a great addition to what I'm talking about here. So, you'll have a complete picture of nutrition and building a healthy body. And if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any new episodes. See you all again.